I'm just trying to make it about Thunder Bay, that's it.
Thunder Bay is
Right here.
a good place to stay.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I've lived here my whole life.
Me, I came here when I was 4 years old. I used to run around the streets, bike around with my brothers. I used to have a gang there too. We got older and next thing you know we're fighting. Yeah,
That's no good.
I don't like fighting.
Itchy feet
Underneath my boots,
I got
itchy feet.
I got
Underneath my
break
boots.
loose. Break loose.
So, what's your name?
I'm Chad.
Chad?
But call me Brian. The cops ask.
Okay. Well, I'll just go by Chad if that's cool.
That's cool.
What's your name?
I'm Grant.
Yeah, Grant?
Yeah.
You guys are from Edmonton, and you traveled.
Stop
from
telling
where?
people that, man.
Nowhere, man. They don't have a home.
I posted up in Toronto for the first time in like 3 years. I had a house. Stayed there for about 6 months. Got totally fucking wired on junk. Had to leave earlier this year. Took me a month to kick. Didn't sleep for 10 days. Was sick for about a month. Got home back to Toronto. First thing I did was call it my dealer. So 2 months more of that. Now I'm here. Fucking just trying again. I was hallucinating bugs in the bathroom while I was puking all night. I was like seeing giant spiders crawling up the walls. Shit, like I went from doing $80 worth of the best Chinese junk you can get just to go to sleep to nothing. Cold turkey, fucking nothing. This time around it's a lot easier because I got Grant to help me. I took some junk with me and I chopped it up into little packets and said, okay, no matter how much I bitch and whine, just don't give it to me, you know, until like, 12 or 10 hours have gone by at least. And now I'm fucking broke and I got high once. You know? This town sucks. But it's cool for that, like,
Middle of nowhere.
dude, like, this is my mission, right? So it's working.
Yeah. Harder to find shit, harder to get high.
Yeah.
So, you lost your guitar.
Yeah, it was my passport.
His passport, my knife, everything.
Okay, so I was 15 when I started. I've been working. I'm 41. I've been working the street about 27 years or 25 years at least. And I'm from Thunder Bay, and I ran away when I was 15. I went to Toronto, and I was like eating in the garbage, panhandling for money and stuff. And I used to watch hookers at Jarvis and Gerard, and I wanted to be like them. They were so pretty. I wanted to have money and look like them. So I turned myself out on Pembroke and Jarvis, and that was the fastest $50 I ever made. Like, that was a blowjob. And I remember the guy was so fat, he had to lift his fat up, and I had to go down there and suck his dick. But it was fast. It was only 2 minutes, so I got hooked on that, the fast money. And then about 20 guys came around me, and I had to choose one of them. I had to pay the guy $1,000 to choose him, pick one of them out of 20 different guys, pick one to be my pimp or whatever. Most girls out here are on drugs. I mean, they can lie and say they're not, but I'm sure 99 out of 100 girls are addicted to something. So I wish I wasn't. I mean, I'm on methadone and I, I'm trying to get off crack, but it's hard because I make money. I mean, and people say, well, why don't you just not make money? I mean, because I miss that. When I go home and I try to stay off the dope for a week or 2 weeks, I miss coming out here. I miss like coming out. It's addicting to come out and get attention and stuff, eh? My dad used to beat us up all the time because he was an alcoholic. So I mean, and I used to think poor me as a kid, and that justified all the reasons for me getting high and drunk. Was poor me, the pity pot kind of thing, poor me. I was abused as a kid, so I'm gonna stay high and stuff. But you go to treatment and you learn how to forgive everyone, and they were sisters too. So I have.
Look at, we drink, sometimes we go shoplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go shoplifting.
Well, as long as you don't try and take my stuff.
No, we're not like that.
No.
I got cool friends over here. That's the ones I was looking for over here. I know they live over here sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I used to sleep over here. Yeah. I used to sleep over there. Like I said, the tree doesn't wake me up, but when I hear somebody walking, I just wake up. And we gotta watch ourselves to it. My name is Doug Thomas. Everybody knows me over here in town.
So, how long you been living on the street?
Over a year and a half now. I chose to live on the streets. I wasn't forced onto it. A lot of people were forced onto it. In fact, you meet a lot of people who are just lost their jobs, and you hear the regular sob story. And yeah, I actually chose to be on the streets to see what it would be like. And I didn't like the world I was living in. I actually had some money, and I don't know, I wasn't happy. So I wanted to see what the other end was like. And I was one of those guys that pointed fingers at people like me and called them names and, high on this ego trip. But when you get down to the bottom of the totem pole, you find out that we're all just people. And it's probably been one of the most enlightening things I've ever gone through in life.
So you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I want to get off the streets because, well, what I found out is people without money don't have value. And that's not what I believe, but that's what the general consensus is. So, trying to get a place, trying to get my life in order, as people would say it, but I don't see really much order to it. The thing with addictions, and anything can be an addiction. Video games could be an addiction. Sex can be an addiction. Gambling can be an addiction. It's not what you do as per se, it's just the fact that you need to compensate for this void that everyone feels that they have inside of them. You're trying to throw your mind at something so that you can forget about the rest of it. It's all addictions are is escapism, if you ask me, in my opinion.
Self-pity.
So what's your name?
Tom, Big George.
Yeah.
Fort Francis area.
And you're here because of your wife?
Yeah. She's been here for about 10 years. Yeah, I miss her so much sometimes. She can't talk, she can't move. Yeah. But there are times she can say I love you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes she wakes up and well, you've seen her. Yeah. Yeah. And,
She was looking around.
yeah. She's pretty much blind too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Blind, can't move, can't do anything. But that's why I'm in Thunder Bay. I stay beside her. And lots of times I find myself homeless or no job, no money. But it's all worth it to me because I want to be beside her. Right? Yeah, and that's where I want to stay beside her. Yeah, we got no money coming in at all. Yep.
You said it happened about 10, 11 years ago?
She took a pill called Fen-Phen about 11 years ago. And that pill was designed to lose weight. And she lost weight, but she also lost her life with it. And this is where she is now, chronic care. It's pretty wild. There's a lot of people lost their lives and the way of living, and because my wife took it because she wanted to lose weight. And, yeah. Oh, excuse me.
So you guys were in Winnipeg.
Oh, we were in Winnipeg.
So what's your name?
Edward.
Edward?
Yeah. Edward. Do you want my last name too?
No, that's okay.
Edward, yeah.
Yeah? And where are you from?
I'm from Long Lac, Ontario. Yeah, up north there. Small little reserve, eh?
And you've just been here for a week?
Been here for a week, yeah. Yeah. Go check it out. But I come here off and on once in a while. But not too often. Come see my doctor and I go back home. And I live on the street. I used to sleep outside here. Sleep in the bush there with just my coat to cover me up as a blanket, eh? Mighty damp in the morning though, getting up.
Yeah.
And I go to the casino, have a cup of coffee there, and I come out, that's all. Have a smoke, bum a few dollars here and there. Get something to eat. But I go to that dude drop in the afternoon, eh? Opens at 2:30, yeah.
I'm Larry Perrier, and I'm a supervisor here at the Dew Drop.
At the Dew Drop In?
Yeah.
So what kind of people come here?
All sorts. Poor, half people that needs food, is hungry, they'll come in. And some people come in to socialize with other people that they don't really see much.
And it's run by St. Andrews?
Well, we were with the St. Andrews, but we keep it this way, but we're separated from them and we're run by ourselves now. Everything that's in here is donated or volunteers. Nobody gets paid here. So volunteers and donations and great volunteers. We get a lot of great volunteers here. Different churches, different groups. I don't care for any rewards that I did get. You know, I appreciated it, but you know, it's not for that. It's just for me, because I like to help people.
Well, you can see.
Alright, so my name is Jordan Kane, and I came to Thunder Bay about 3 weeks ago because I was laid off from my job. I was tree planting and things didn't work out, so I got laid off when I was in Thunder Bay. So I had all my camping equipment, and had spent 2 summers in Thunder Bay. I thought that I knew it well enough, and I come down to this beach here surrounding us and pitch up a tent, have a relatively active night. There was some locals down here, and I was drinking and whatnot, and had a good time. And in the morning, they woke me up with to ask me for a cigarette and a bottle of wine that they had stolen, asking me if I had a corkscrew to open it. So I opened it with my knife and had some drinks and went on with my day to do my things. And I come back and my tent had been ransacked, and the door was like jammed open, and my mandolin was gone, and my pack of Bic lighters, and I drank all my beers. Here I am in Thunder Bay in between work, looking around, and it's my first like real city I've ever lived in. I'm from like small town East Coast, and just to see these people with actual problems, like it's pretty crazy, the divide between white people and the native homeless, and it just seems to be pretty stark.
Tell me a bit about what happened after your wife.
Oh, I went a little lost, like totally lost. Just traveling around. When I lost her, we talked about going to places where we wanted to go and visit and see, and then when I got there, I didn't want to be there. I wanted to go somewhere else. That's how lost I was then. And I chose to be there. And there are times I have to sleep outside just to be here in Thunder Bay with her. There are times I'm broke, there are times I'm hungry, and there are times I don't have no smokes, and but it's not hard, it's not rough, but it's just tough times at times to be by the one you love. And I don't really know what more I can tell you, but that is what I'm doing right now. And I sleep outside sometimes, but I'm at that hospital every day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes she'll, if you close that trach, she'll say I love you, and then she goes back to sleep. And, yeah, it's pretty hard at times.
Sad?
It's not sad. It's love.
Yeah.
It's love, and that's what you need to survive, is love. And love does hurt, man. It doesn't matter when or how, but love does hurt. Yeah. But you get into places like where we are now, and nice and peaceful and calm, and sometimes it takes you back home. You know?
Down on Queen, making a scene. Passed out drunk on Listerine. Sleeping in a cardboard box. Smoking crack by 10 o'clock. Pissed myself, smashed my face. Hanging out at the meeting place. Everybody, whoa, drinking yellow Listerine. Yellow Listerine, hey, yellow Listerine. We're all drinking yellow Listerine. Hey, yellow Listerine, hey, yellow Listerine. Broke as shit, fuck else to do. Let's have some paint.
Oh my God.
What's your name?
John Curley. I'm outreach worker for AIDS Thunder Bay. So, I don't know if you want to know what I do. I'm a hepatitis C outreach worker. We've come to learn that hepatitis C is probably the biggest disease that's being transmitted right now in Thunder Bay. At present, there's somewhere in the area of 3,000 identified cases of hep C in Thunder Bay, generally with the homeless population and intravenous drug users. So our target is to try and educate and prevention for hep C. So that's what I do, is I go out and I meet people and try to build credibility in the community and to educate people on the dangers of hep C and actually provide the equipment so they can use safely. So that's kind of what I do.
So it's big in the homeless population.
Well, it's to do with intravenous drug use. It's not necessarily homeless population. So I don't want to go out there and say that everybody who's homeless is injecting drugs, but it's big with intravenous drug use. But because a lot of the spread and contamination has to do with healthy living, what have you, you find a lot of people that are homeless don't have the ability to get clean equipment and to have the resources. You know, I mean, there's people in big presidents of corporations or intravenous drug users, but they can afford to get the equipment and to do it and keep themselves safe, whereas marginalized population don't, right? So, you know, that's why we target that group. So most of what I'll do is I'll walk around, just like people see my face, start to see me around, start to get comfortable. You know, you're dealing with a population that doesn't trust a lot of people, and so, you know, building that trust takes time, right? And I'm not in a hurry. You know, it's when at their time, when they start to feel comfortable with me, they'll start coming to me, and then hopefully I'll be able to do what I do. Right now, it's just a matter of building trust. You can get out, but it ain't easy, man. You know, and it requires people. I had good people in my life who didn't judge me and help me through it, and that's why I do what I do. You know,
Poor me, you know, the pity pot kind of thing, you know, poor me, I was abused as a kid, so I'm gonna stay high and stuff, but you know, you go to treatment and you learn how to forgive everyone, and you know, they were addicted too, so, you know, I have 2 kids, and I was a shitty mom too when I was on drugs, so I understand that, you know, I never raised my kids, their dad did, and,
Where are they now? Do you know?
they live in Windsor. I talk to them and stuff. I have a granddaughter that's 4 years old, and I talk to my son on Facebook and stuff. And you know, we just, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Seems like so many nights I'll catch a buzz just to kill the lights. Conflict ending through no fights. I'll sedate myself so I can feel alright. You don't like me anymore. You turn your back when I hit the floor. And you seen me fall before. It ain't nothing new to you. Why do I do this to myself?
Chad, man, you got like the
Why
best.
don't I
resting
care
ever,
about
Chad?
my health? Take my money, take my time, and you can take this life, it isn't mine. Seems like just yesterday I told myself I could change my way, but here I am again. Puke on my sweater, holes in my veins, eyes dark and bloodshot, skin is pale, my limbs are weak and my blood is stale. Maybe I will change my ways, maybe even not today. Why do I do this to myself?
myself. Why don't I care about my health? Take my money, take my time, and you can take this life that was mine.